Good morning, everybody. Well, what a disappointment. Or is it? Is it a surprise? Not really. What's going on YouTube? Is it a surprise? No, not really. It's just, I'm not going to give any one of you buggers the time of day in regards to showing your channel and showing what you've got to say about Bali chicken and all the emails and the pictures and everything else. At least she hasn't sent nudes, has she, unlike some, you know who I mean. But I'm not going to give the time of day to uploading all this and blackmailing. It's all you damn well good for, you piece of shit. El Shami. What can I say? And then there's people having a go at Ballet for supporting him. And Ballet, I have to say, you can ballet dance around the words all you like and say, I didn't support him, I didn't comment on his channel, I didn't. No, let's get this correct, shall we? You didn't outwardly support him. Behind the scenes, you did support him. You came onto my channel on numerous occasions saying that you'd offered him your restaurant in Bali. And I thought that was a bit of a reach. You know, why would you do that to somebody you don't know? Why would you offer your business in Bali to somebody that you don't know? In fact, to somebody of whom you know has a criminal record, has done jail time, has abused women, 2 of them, his ex-girlfriend and a cousin, with a knife, and done jail time for that. Has shared so many personal things of Foodie, and I've got no love for her, believe you me, because I know she's behind all the hate mail and the no men Nessio or whatever it is shit that's come my way. I know, and the police know too. They're not stupid, the British police. Maybe the ones whoever you've dealt with are letting you put in an abuse claim against a man and then rescind it and then again and then still taking you seriously. I don't think that's so, dear. You'd have been behind bars in England where you belong. I'm sick of all of you, the whole bloody lot. I feel like walking away and turning my back on it. You know, it's not really fun to do anymore. We're mixing with the riffraff, and it's laughable to take pokes at some of the funny stuff and the ugly stuff that they do. But when it comes to blackmail, and as far as I'm concerned, to death threats and knocks on your door, and I've had to upload, where was the community? Where was this fucking great community in support of me? Where were they? Where were they? Nowhere to be seen. Bloody nowhere, except the subscribers on my channel who've been marvellous. But where were the rest of you with the channels? Hey, Breezy, garlic bread, all the rest of you, quick to take fire at me. Oh, T's going to war with so-and-so, or T said had a golly advert on her channel. Where were you when I was getting death threats? Where were you? Where were you? Quiet as little fairies behind a great big bush, hiding with your great big stupid mouths. And now I'm angry because, Ballet, you've proved a great disappointment to me. Great disappointment. I knew that you had let's say, not a very good take on people's personalities, or was willing to give them more credibility or a second chance when they didn't deserve one, like him you were going to give your restaurant to. Were you really going to give your restaurant to him? Were you really? That's what I'd like to know. But the worst thing now, part of it, is I didn't support him. You did support him behind the scenes. You were totally supportive of him, even up until this year. You also suggested he demand $30,000 from Foodie. Do you know what the word for that is? It's blackmail. It's extortion. It's wrong and it's criminal. Whoever you're trying to get the money out of, whether it's the most heinous person on YouTube or the most pleasant person, it's wrong, however you call the shots. I know that there's a lot of people on here who've got no moral standards, who send nude pictures of themselves to any Tom, Dick and Nader. They're not particular about that. They're not even particular about them being shown. What bothers them is the fact that they're not getting paid for it. You know, it's a form of prostitution, if you like. If you pass your pictures onto some thing and say, there you go, do with them what you will, but give me a cut of the proceeds. I've got my eye on a few of you. And Ballet, I have to say I've been watching you as well. Because of what you were saying when you first came in, that you were giving him your restaurant, and because of you supporting Pete. But, you know, I just took it as eccentricities on your part, as a bad judge of character on your part, that when push came to shove, that you weren't really in support. But those messages to him that have been leaked show that you were fully in support. And to say that to demand $30,000 off Foodie, where are you coming from? What sort of a person says that? What sort of a person? And then to say you hate all the people of a certain religion. Jewish is it's a religion. It isn't a race. And my brother-in-law, who died of COVID last year, was Jewish. Now, you might hate what's going on with Palestine and Israel. You might feel for the people and for the wars that are going on throughout the Middle East, and that's perfectly okay. But to tar all of one section with the same brush, because Arabs don't like Jews, do they? And Nader al-Shami is an Arab. So maybe it was because he doesn't like that particular section that you were quite vociferous in your condemnation of them. You're welcome, when I do a live stream, to come on it and say what you want to say. You're welcome to do that. But I'm telling you, don't pussyfoot around me. Don't think that you can play verbal ballet and get away with it, because you cannot. I'm nobody's fool. Nobody's fool. And I've seen those messages the same as everybody else has. and there was no reason for you to give him the advice that you gave him, all of the advice that you gave him. If you want to give him cooking advice, give it to him. He needs it. But to tell him to extort money and to do this and to do that and to do the other, you were out of line. Completely out of line. And of course, you were giving all of us the impression that you were on side in this fight, if you like. You wanted somebody's channel taken down. You've said it more often than not that you wanted her channel taken down. As far as I'm concerned, she and a certain other channel go hand in hand for the toxicity and the filth and the nastiness that they brought to this platform. And for the targeting, I heard you say that what harm is he is no harm to anybody. You were saying in your reaction to somebody, he's no harm to anybody. Really? How about Ms. Anderson? How about targeting other people and threatening to show their pictures on YouTube? How about unless they give him money? How about that? Allegedly. Take everything into account, even those accusations alleged to be true, and then make your decision about whether a person is worthy or not of your support. But don't come on and lie by omission, which is exactly what you've done. You lie by omission, Ballet. And it's not good.